Alrighty, guys, we're back.
Whoa! It's the frickin' Frack Show, a podcast for the fans by
This
the
is the
fans.
frickin' Frack Show, a podcast for the fans by the fans.
Frickin' Frack Show, a podcast for the fans by the fans.
All right, guys, you're watching the frickin' Frack Show podcast for the
fans by the fans.
Yo, what's up, man? I always get nervous doing these, and I don't know why, but it's a thing. So,
yeah, man, it's definitely a thing. It used to be our weekly thing, but like life has just been crazy to even begin.
yeah, you're gonna have to. Everybody, bear with me today. Something with the internet that I got going is not working like it used to, but hey, we're going to try it. We're going to do a show today. We're off.
Let's get on with the show.
How are you doing first and foremost, my man?
Man, there's like a long latency.
Yeah.
Doing good, man. No, I'm not. I'm laying down in bed because I can't really sit in chairs or anything like that right now. In pretty much 24 hours of pain, but hanging in there, man. Hanging in there, just trying to get better. And doctors want me to start walking more, so walk with my trusty little cane.
Oh man.
It takes me anywhere I want to go, so I walk a couple steps.
And you're dedicated to the show, man. I mean, you're doing it from being bedridden, essentially. That's dedication, brother.
Yeah, dude. I stayed in bed for like the first, I don't know, I guess 3 weeks or so, maybe, or 2.5 weeks. I stayed in bed, and even today, man, I just didn't. I kept I woke up earlier and. I walked to the front, I can take a couple of steps. So I go from here to the kitchen, and I get so exhausted, I just come back and sleep for another 2 or 3 hours. And I did that like 3 times today, and I slept like all day today because I just can't do much of anything right now.
Man, well, we're praying for you, man. The comments are filled with it. I know you probably can't see that doing from your phone.
I can't see the comments, man.
I got you, man.
Yeah. I got you. Let everybody who's here, tell us where you're from and tell us you're here in the comments. So Matt can tell me who's here.
I mean, we got the usual suspects, man. We got Heather, Bridget, Sharon, Sherry, Rory's in the house, man. First time in a while.
Really, man?
We got Heather. We got Krista.
I see the comments now.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Oh, Miss Kelly Hawk.
Let us know where you're watching from. Amber's in the house. Miss Amber America. Welcome. We got some Backstreet news going, man. So this is going to be a good show.
Oh, wait. Oh, for a second, I thought that was Tony Hawk, but it says Kelly Hawk. Okay.
Oh man,
I was even like, better. Whoa,
even better than Tony Hawk. Even better.
Yes, indeed. Welcome, guys. Everybody, thank you all for tuning in. I can see the comments now. Definitely appreciate everybody's prayers and thoughts. And if you're just tuning in, I feel awful. I don't ever have really any good days so far. I'm angry. I'm like a kid, like a 6-year-old kid right now. Anything sets me off because I'm just, the pain it's not even worse than what I was going through, believe it or not, but it's a different kind of pain that sets me off emotionally, but I'm definitely hanging in there, man. I see that this world is opening up again. And these concerts are being announced. Everybody's buying tickets today. It's blowing my mind. It's very exciting, man, because I'm ready. I miss
Me too.
concerts, you know.
What concerts are you going to, Caleb? What do you got on lock for so far?
Oh, for this year so far, we're going to see Jonas Brothers in Houston. We're going to see Counting Crows, or I think that's it. Or Counting Crows, I think that's them. The people who sing, you know, Mr. Jones, Adam Witts. Want to go see James Taylor, but it's on the same. I think it's on the same date as somebody else, so I don't know yet. But I can't really travel. You know, I'm still waiting to find out when I could start traveling again. It's not going to be anytime soon, but you know, obviously going to New Orleans or something like that, you know, an hour and 20 minutes away, it's doable. But yeah, dude, I'm going there. But you know, my biggest motivation to get well right now would be like an event would be Comic Palooza in Houston.
Yeah.
It's July 17th and 18th, I think, or 16th and 17th. It's Houston's biggest Comic Con, and it was like that's where I met AJ and Chris Kirkpatrick and some guys from O Town. I didn't even know who they were at that time. And yeah, there's going to be the celebrity list is very lacking.
Didn't you say some people from Saved by the Bell would be there?
Yeah, was it Mark Paul Gosselaar?
Yeah. Zach Morris, yeah.
I don't even know if his name is Mark. I don't know.
No, it is. You're right. It's Mark.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Mario Lopez.
Wow, you couldn't have asked for two bigger ones.
But usually, man, Comic Palooza has 50 to 70 artists, celebrities. This year, I think they announced less than 10 so far.
It's a starting point, though, right? I mean,
it is, because yesterday they announced the cast of The Mandalorian, like 5 members of the cast. So
there you go. I think the more that sign up, man, obviously the more you're going to get that go, you know, and like you said, things are opening up. So Counting Crows was one that you mentioned that I thought would be sweet. My fingers are crossed right now because the internet's holding up. So let's keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah, there's no latency anymore.
Yeah.
But who are you going to see? You're going to see a legend, aren't you?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go see a legend in a legendary stadium, and we're gonna go see Garth Brooks at Memorial Stadium. 80 plus thousand sold out within, I think, an hour.
Yeah.
And so he's doing a few of them. I'm pretty sure he's going to the Kansas City Chiefs Stadium down in KC, and then he's coming here, man. And I tell you what, I'm excited.
Is he the guy who sings the dance?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, that dude. Yeah, man. You know, I always said Garth Brooks would be the number one person I'd go see, because you know I'm not really a country singer or a country listener unless it's someone like him. But man. He in a heartbeat. The funny thing is, I was on Ticketmaster. I had asked to see your ticket, and you sent it to me. It was like row R, 17, 19 seats or whatever it was.
Yep.
And I was trying to find seats next to it. And
dude.
Dude, like I was surprised that, you know, there was still like tickets left whenever on the day of, you know, within that hour. And they really weren't pricey.
No, they were like, $93 per ticket.
I know. I was like, how? Because over here, let me tell you, dude, Counting Crows, they want let's see, what was it? $100 a ticket. And now it's at the Sanger Theater. It's at like a theater. So, you know, really it's not bad. But like even like New Kids on the Block, like I was looking at their tickets, it was like, you know, very, very cheap, man. But you know, then you had those premium seats, the platinum. That was like, you know, $1,700. I was like, come on, man. The platinum Ticketmaster platinum seats, you know, and you know, people are crazy enough to buy them. Like, hats off to you. But $1,700 can buy me a couple years of concerts.
It's a house payment, brother.
Yeah,
you're
man.
making life-changing decisions once you hit that submit button. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you are, man. A lot of people are asking. So what happened was, 5 years ago, almost 5 years ago, I fell off a bicycle, and I went head first, and since then I've been fighting my insurance, which is the best insurance in the world, for 5 years, fighting them to see a surgeon. And the craziest thing was, back in last October, this new family doctor I saw for the first time was like, I know somebody, he's a friend, he's like the number 2 surgeon, neurosurgeon in Louisiana. Let me talk to him. And then, finally, a month later, I went over there and he's like, hey, I got your scans, so let's talk about your surgery. And since then, it was a little battle with my insurance, but my doctor was able to get my surgery to basically go into my back and do a decompression on a couple different vertebrae. I'm gonna have to get a couple surgeries to fix me, but this is a start. Basically, I had this horrible electrifying pain from my spine to my leg 24/7 on the left side. And what he did a couple weeks ago would basically it'll I don't know how to say it, just gives less pain in my legs. So which is all I need. I just need some relief, because 5 years of living in extreme pain is horrible. But so that's what's happened. So I'm here. I'm in bed. They said it's gonna be a long recovery. At least 4 months for the nerves to start healing, and then up to a year of recovery. And yep, that's me.
Well, you're on the right path, man. You're on the right road, right? I mean,
I am, man.
Keep the prayers up and keep grinding forward. And I mean, so what did the surgeon say when you went and saw him last week?
Oh, he said, I talked to the nurse, and she looked at my back and my incision and said, oh, it's already fully healed in a week, and I was like, yeah. I said, I heal pretty fast. And she just said, we need you to start walking. And they called this morning, and I was like, they said, oh, are you walking? I'm like, yeah. I said, I'm also sleeping. I said, I can't stay awake, from here to the kitchen. Like, I'm lucky if I make it back to the bed and sleep. I usually go on the sofa and just fall asleep. And so, I'll see them in 6 weeks, and then they're going to assess basically if I need to do physical therapy, and, what else is I'm needing to be done. And, but yeah, it's okay though, man.
Well, we're thinking about you, buddy. We're praying for you. Got to get back out there so we can go see some of these concerts together, man.
Well, we're not going to see Backstreet Boys this year.
No, somebody said that they got 3. They're seeing Diana McBride said they're seeing Backstreet Boys 3 times in 2022. But first, we got new kids. We got new kids coming up.
New Kids on the Block had a bunch of hits.
So they are doing a concert August 4th in Columbia. I'm assuming that's Maryland. I wonder if our girl Bridget is going.
I was gonna ask Bridget if she was going, because that's probably by her. I mean, Maryland's a big state, but I don't know. I would hope so.
Yeah. And then 2 days later, they're at Fenway in Boston, my favorite state in all the land.
Yeah, Fenway. What was it? 10 years today.
10 years ago today.
They played with NKOTBSB for first time, which is insane, because Boston is their home or whatever. And
yeah,
it's crazy, man.
Amber America says she has seen Backstreet Boys 4 times in 2022. That'll be fun. Where let us know where you're going. What are your dates? Where are you going? Where are you heading? Tell us.
I think I'm gonna go see them like 3 times, and that'll be it.
Yeah, I got two spots I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with you to Woodland, Texas, or Houston, or whatever that one is, and then
Oh yeah.
the one that we got tickets for already is it was the last date of 2021, their last
Yep.
leg there in Oklahoma. So that'd be fun.
Yeah, man. I'm hoping we can I'm hoping to even I see like Howie's going to conventions in
Yeah.
a couple months. I'm hoping to be well enough to show up in Orlando or something, because I do want to take Vicky to go to Disney and Universal for like 10 days and just finally be able to get away somewhere. And hopefully, if I'm well enough, I'd love to go there when Howie's there for that weekend.
Yeah, that's like a fanboy expo or something like that.
Yeah, they have like some Ninja Turtles and different people like that. But I mean, most of all, Howie is going to be there. So I'm just like, he's somebody I haven't gotten to talk face to face with yet. So I would love to meet him and just kind of tell him, like, hey, come to the freaking Frack show.
Yeah, man, he's so awesome. Just so down to earth. He was a good dude to talk with. Amber says she is going to Buffalo, Atlanta, Lexington, Kentucky, and Cleveland, Ohio.
I'm going to
Kentucky
Atlanta. That's the other one I'm going to is Atlanta.
Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
it'd be cool to see them in B-Rock's and Kevin's stomping grounds, man. That'd be a cool concert,
Oh, wait, Howie is pulled from the Ohio Expo already?
No. Dude, our BSB sisters are going to be mad.
Well, that's what Heather just said. I had no idea. I was planning on maybe surprising everybody, but now I'm not. Wow. Come on, he's not doing the expo?
Oh, she just said she can't wait. I wonder if Heather, are you talking you can't wait for the concerts, or because I thought you were going to see Howie in Orlando, Heather? Is that am I assuming that wrong? Did I read that wrong? The band management pulled him. Oof, breaking news.
All right, well, I'm not gonna plan on Orlando then. That's not promising.
No, it doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good.
I guess it just wasn't meant to be, man.
Meant to be. So we had some other Backstreet / NSYNC news happen over the weekend, and 98 Degrees, just in case our boy Jeff Timmons is watching.
Ooh, yes. Shout out to Jeff Timmons, by the way. Super awesome guy.
Super cool.
I talked to him the other day for a second and just updated him about the back, and very, very nice guy.
Very nice dude. Amber says the boys' management pulled him from the Ohio Expo, probably because they are going to be rehearsing for the BSB Christmas shows.
Oh Lord, well,
we'll have to look into that.
That sucks.
We'll look into it and see what we can come up with. Did you watch the trifecta, my man? Did you get to see any of that? The boy band trifecta?
Oh yes, yeah, I did. That was interesting. I'm a big fan. Well, I'm a big fan of Chris Kirkpatrick. You know that. Like I'm always talking about, he's the one out of, I think, all boy bands that people underestimate his power with his vocals. But I thought it was so cool for him. And AJ, I think they did a new song together as well called Air or something in the video. But it was really cool. Cool little event. It was AJ, Jeff Timmons, Chris, and that was it.
That's the 3 that I saw. I just watched highlights from.
It was like it was cool. It was cool, but like what's coming up, I think will be even cooler, because you're gonna have Lance Bass and Joey, like two, and then you have Nick and AJ, 2 from BSB, and you know what? Look, dude, I just want NSYNC to just reunite. I mean, look, if Justin don't want to, fine, but they killed it with Ariana Grande. Please don't get Ariana Grande ever again. But I would love for NSYNC to just reunite with or without Justin and just go on tour, man. I mean, it can be called Be Sync. Is that what AJ said? I think AJ said that the other night. But like Be Sync, BSY, I don't know. Actually, no, they're called NSYNC, so no, that won't work. But I just want them to reunite, man.
Yeah, and I think this may spark something. So
Yeah.
back to the Chris talk. Since I've met you, you've always been saying, to really listen and you'll hear Chris shine. Now, with that being said, listening to him sing again over a track, but listening to him sing, it was powerful. The dude has a good voice, man. Very good voice.
And I mean, it's been a while since he showcased his falsetto. I've only heard him sing a different kind of style, but I haven't heard him sing what he was doing in sync, a lot of falsetto and everything. But yeah, he's got a great voice. He's a great person too, man. He's always involved with a lot of charities. He's always doing charity events, which is so fantastic. But he would be like somebody to have on the show because we all know he's got a story.
Yes, he does. Yes,
but what I'm confused about, and this is what I've been thinking about the last 4 or 5 days, I thought there really wasn't rivalry between these groups. I thought maybe Backstreet Boys or somebody said, there really wasn't any. It was just the press. Mm-hmm. But now we're hearing the opposite, that there was.
Yeah, I watched that too on ET. Yeah.
So I don't get this.
Here's the thing. All right. So our minds are quite a bit alike here, my man. I think it's press stirring, right?
Yeah,
They said the same stories. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Which I love. I'm all about it. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Because when Chris said I couldn't be in the same, I didn't want to be in the same room with AJ. I was like, hold on now, wait, what? It shocked me because this, we've been hearing there was never any riff, even when Lou Pearlman, had done all these different groups, there really wasn't any riffs. We all would see each other, whatever. But it's just crazy because we're like, oh yeah, now we're hearing the opposite of, they're, Chris didn't want to be in the same room with AJ, and we're just like, ooh, what's the story there? Can we get the story?
Yeah. They dated the same girl or something like that. I remember watching one of the boy band things, and Amber just pointed it out too that they dated the same girl. Yeah, I've watched that in a couple interviews that Chris gave. Love, simply love.
All about love. Love's fault.
But I do find it very intriguing and interesting because Nick did an interview with ET, and now the stories have changed just a bit, love, just a bit, and I love it. I love me some good boy band gossip,
Yeah, man, because it's been a while. It's been quiet in the boy band world. I mean, you had Hanson, who's been doing a lot of material and work.
Doing work.
It's been quiet in the boy band world. I mean, everything's been about crypto from Nick, and which is all great and all, but that's not something I mean, I have some stuff with crypto, I'm very familiar with it, but it's not something I want to talk to people about personally because I just got nothing to say about that. Yeah, you can make money, but you can also lose your money.
I'm in some crypts as well. Yeah. I would never advise anybody to do it though.
Yeah, no, how they said Doge, was gonna go to the moon.
To the moon.
It never did, bro. I think it went up to
72 cents.
72. Yeah.
Trust me, I know.
It didn't even go up to $1. No. But anyway, man, this is the kind of stuff where I'm just like, I don't want to talk about that to people, Mm-hmm. But it's been quiet, like I said. But now that, we're kind of going back to normal in a lot of ways. Masking is not required in a lot of places. New York City is opened up again. Broadway's coming back in September. I mean, Dear Evan Hansen has a movie coming out now. A lot of good things are happening this year. We had such a, the best way to put it is we had such a crappy last year, right? Like it was just awful in a lot of ways. And this year we were told it was going to be the same way. And now that it just feels like everything is changing, and good.
Yep.
So hopefully the concerts, everything, Garth and Crows and everything, hopefully all those will be scheduled, they'll be done. Because I'm definitely ready, man. I miss concerts.
Yeah, man. I'm going to New York City in August, right after baseball's over. Heading up to New York City. Got our flights booked.
I
Looking
might
to get a
meet you
hotel.
there. I
Let's
might
go.
meet you there. I
Let's go.
I mean, I thought about it the other day, and I was like, it's me August, right?
August. Yep. For our
Yeah, I
anniversary.
mean that. Yeah, we could just say for our anniversary too. I'll just come and just be like, yeah, we're celebrating that anniversary 6 months late.
Yeah, year and a half anniversary. Then
But
we're going to
man,
Bahamas. Also going to Bahamas in January for Melissa's 30th birthday. Bahamas or Hawaii, one of the two.
nice.
Yeah, man. So things are getting back to normal. I'm all about it.
Nice, man.
Have a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
I'm definitely ready for traveling. As soon as I'm able and they tell me, I'm safe to do traveling, I'll definitely start my traveling. And definitely have a good time because, man, I feel like we've been locked away for so long, and like New York City, New York City or Atlanta, both of those would be the places I'd go to first. Because I mean, Atlanta was like my home for years, but New York City was like my home as well. And I miss both, you know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to going, man. I'm gonna bring my own hot dogs, or my own hot dog buns, some keto
I'm about to
buns.
say what?
Gonna bring my own hot dog buns, and yeah. Bridget says she's going to New York at the end of August to see James Taylor. Where are you going to see James Taylor at, Caleb?
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
I want to go see him because I'm a huge fan. I don't know. I know that's so crazy. I don't know James Taylor music. At least I don't think I do. But Jackson Brown, who's touring with him, he's pretty much, he joined the Eagles, and he sounds exactly like Glenn Fry, I think his name is, the lead singer who passed away. So I grew up with Jackson Brown, like watching him, thinking he was always the lead singer of the Eagles.
Oh,
because he sounds just like the album.
yeah.
Exactly. And when he does like Take It Easy and everything, exactly like the album, man. So I would love to go see them in New Orleans. I think it's in October as well, but I'll see.
Sharon's talking about we need another BSB cruise. Caleb,
Ooh.
you and I have talked about this quite a bit. What would be your favorite part, your favorite aspect of the BSB cruise? I know mine. I want to hear yours because they have game nights, they have these, concerts and all that. What would be your favorite part of a cruise?
My favorite part would be the food.
The food. Yeah. Good call, man. Good call.
Because I like food, and everybody says how amazing the food is. But then again, all those people say how amazing the food is in my city. And I highly disagree with them in every single way. But the food would be pretty awesome. And also the karaoke, because I do love karaoke.
That would be fun. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I would love a like they did the acoustic acapella concerts on the cruises for like A and B for 2018.
Man.
That would be so cool, man. I just want like an acapella, like kind of like what they did at the end of Show 'Em What You're Made Of, the movie. That would be like my perfect ideal like cruise concert. You know what I mean? I just love their voices, dude.
I think I like, I don't know, like there's just something, and I'm sure, and I don't know if Amber's been on, I'm sure she has, but
she says,
like like the cruises, man, like I would imagine, though, just watching Brian do
Darlin.
Darlin. Yeah. So watching him do that, I just feel like being there is just a whole different kind of setting of a concert.
Yeah.
Like the intimacy of it, I'm not saying the rockin', but the aspect of being in there, it's a whole different kind of feeling, so I would enjoy that for sure,
Me too.
man. I
It's a lot
mean,
like Vegas is what it would remind me of, just a smaller little venue. You
yeah,
get broken into A and B, so it's not
yep,
packed. I don't think. Amber says she's been to 5 out of the 6. Dang, 5
man.
out of the 6.
Well, we're going on the next one.
Yeah, we are. We're
That'll
taking the
be
cameras.
Yeah, we're going all the way. But
Somebody give me Wi-Fi. I need Wi-Fi.
it's crazy, man. If you think about it, because we might hear in a world like this.
Oh, yeah.
Which I don't know, man. We need to talk to Brian and remind him, hey, remember, man, in a world like this, the song the world needs to hear.
You promised you'd look into it.
Yep. Hopefully, if I'm able to meet, well, I guess I'm not going to meet Howie, but
so they said he canceled the Ohio one. Just so we're clear, that's what Heather said. The Ohio one, he was pulled from, but I don't think he's pulled from Orlando. Sorry.
That's really discouraging, though, because I was trying to go to the Ohio one and not Orlando.
Okay.
I was going to surprise everybody and be like, "Hey guys," but I'm glad someone told me. But yeah, I think we're just gonna send that message to people like, hey, we got to start in a world like this, like Twitter bomb or something. And
goodness, I love that song. Oh, I love
that
song.
Me too, man. Me too. And that would be a great. Let's see, what's the ending for DNA? Larger than life.
That is the ending. Yes.
I think in a world like this would be better.
Bro, you and I think a lot alike, my guy.
Yep. Just saying.
So, you and I had put out what did somebody want to talk about tonight? Somebody had wrote the family behind the Backstreet Boys. I mean, there's been a lot of Backstreet Boy family news. My question for you, Caleb, what do you think it was like at home when they were at the height of their career? I mean, because Kevin's been with his wife for, since this all started and all that, and Brian's been with Leanne for a long time. I know we talked to Leanne about it, but can you imagine being at home and just wondering and knowing, hey, my significant other is on a massive world tour with millions of girls that are going crazy for him,
Yeah. Well, it's crazy to think that, because I guess it's kind of like, comparison of being in the army, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
Because
you're right.
You don't really see each other. You can talk to each other, whatever certain times every day, every night, but you don't really get to be with each other, but and with Backstreet Boys, especially in their early days, they were just these dates were insane, and they were overworked. I think now it's a little bit easier, as they all said, because they could bring their families, but I think it must have been hard, I guess that's one question we should have asked Leanne. Was it hard to trust Brian, on the road? I don't know. Maybe I have to submit that to her, because, I don't know. I guess it was my position, if I was a girl and, my husband was going, or even boyfriend was going to go, even vice versa, my girlfriend was going to go, I don't know how I'd feel.
Yeah.
Especially with Brian, because, I think Leanne said they got together and then he went on tour.
Yeah.
And but I don't know, man. I would think it'd be difficult, but let's just say compared to today's world, I don't think today's world is difficult, because you got FaceTime, you have all these different things available to you, these tools now, but back then there wasn't FaceTime.
Yeah. I mean, you're pretty much writing a letter.
Yeah, it was like in the old days, what are you wearing?
Yeah. Sending my letter for an owl to drop it off 3 years later. Yeah, man.
Yeah, like Harry Potter, man.
Yeah. There'd have to be a lot of trust. And I mean, we also had to put in perspective. He was they were the biggest stars probably on earth at that time,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild.
They were a smashing hit. I mean, you know, and this is the thing, man. You think about Backstreet Boys, but then you want to go back to New Kids who
Yeah.
were, 80s, man. Like and hopefully one day we get one of them or even all of them on the show, because I just want to know, like, I couldn't imagine living in the 80s. Like, I
Right.
just couldn't, because like there wasn't even internet.
hmm
Internet didn't come out to, like, I think 92, like, the first signs of internet, I think. The true internet. Um but look at us now, man. Like, look at
Yeah.
us doing this show. Like, we're doing this show. It's so easy because I see you see me. Now everybody knows we're not in the same room, by the way.
Yeah. Now we don't have blue walls. I mean, but some might say that it was better. You know what I mean? Like, it
Yeah.
was slowed down. I mean, it's got to be easier for these guys to get their names out and to get the albums out and let people hear their singles, because you're not just hoping that the radio plays it, right? Like, you got iTunes, you got Spotify.
Yeah.
But with that being said, life was probably a lot more simple,
I think so, because that's one thing I wanted to kind of, you know, I think we had made a post the other day and said, "What do you miss about the '90s?" And someone had written a statement saying, "I miss the communication."
Wow.
Or
Wow.
I think maybe it was just me thinking in my head, but for me, I miss the communication. I miss the ability to speak to one another, and like I have family members who are in this generation, young kids who don't know how to speak to anybody. They're scared. They don't know how to without a cell phone in their hand and texting.
Yeah.
I miss the days of me being a kid and going up to, going at, big family reunions and talking to anybody, everybody, unafraid, no hesitation. Now every kid's being diagnosed with anxiety.
Yeah. No, you're right.
you know but I think it would have been easier back then. I think it would have been difficult in ways, but I think more easier than anything. I think you're right about that, man.
Yeah, everything was just slowed down, like,
It was.
I mean, just think about simply the concerts, you had to go wait in line for days, bro.
Yeah.
Tense, my man,
You know what? I don't know if your mom had ever done that, but my dad, or, I didn't go see my first concert, my true first real big concert, until I saw the main event, New Kids, Nelly, and TLC. And that was just 6 years ago, 7
Oh,
years
wow.
ago. I
Yeah.
think it was 6 years ago. You know, but I know people whose mom waited for NSYNC, days, slept in tents for Black and Blue, things like that. And so crazy. Now we just wait in this queue in Ticketmaster, and it's like, sorry,
Yeah.
you must refresh the page. An error has
Yeah.
been created.
Yeah. It's wild. Like, for those Garth tickets, like, I would pick my seat and then it would be gone. Then I'd pick my seat and it would be gone. And I'm like, geez, man, this is wild.
You must have been really angry.
I was super angry. Row 14's okay, but I wanted row 1,
Yeah, man. Oh, that'd have been amazing, man.
That's another thing. Like, for Backstreet Boys, I've never not been front row. So, like,
Wow,
what
come
are
on.
what are your pros and cons? Because I know you've done both. I know you've done pit. I know you've done front row. I know you've done lawn.
Yeah. I'll say this: front row and all this closeness, you're not getting the sound from the that's processing from those mixers, from those interfaces and all. You're not getting the sound that they created. It sounds great. You can even hear them without their mics. If they're close enough to you, you can hear them. But let's see. Okay, for New Kids, I was in 300 section, which is the highest section.
Gotcha. Yeah.
At the Smoothie King, and I was afraid because I'm afraid of heights. So I was like, the whole time, very, very afraid. Then the second show, me and Vicky were in the 100 section. So now we're floor and then 100. So not bad at all. It's like we're like looking like this.
Yeah.
And sound was great. They came through that row and everything, for the song Tonight. And then the third New Kids on the Block concert, we were on the floor next to the second stage, like right here is the stage.
Really?
Yeah, that's where, like, I don't remember who was all playing like 3 years ago, but then the I don't know, third, fourth concert of New Kids. Again, we were on the floor again, and there's all kind of pros and cons. But for me, um, if you're close enough, there's a lot of things you can't see.
That's a good point. Good
Like,
point.
hey, okay, so get this, bro. So DNA happened. The first stop, that we went to was New Orleans, and we were on the floor, row 13, maybe.
Okay.
We could see Nick and all, them up there, like, kind of. But then we were in Lafayette, and we were in the circle. And dude, you want to talk about people getting angry?
Oh, tell me.
Look, I remember everybody, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I seen them up there, like, the other day. But these people, this is their first show. They paid, $300, $400, $500 to be in this thing, in this little circle. And it was an incredible spot, by the way. But you could not see them up there for Don't Want to Lose You Now. And people were mad. So you do miss out on things when you're too close, and they have things like that with elevators and things like that. You do miss to where you can't see anything.
Yeah.
Versus being 13th or 20th floor or 100 or even 300 section. But yeah, man, it's such a cool. Every spot's different, man. I've been to many venues around the United States. Madison Square Garden is one of my absolute biggest favorites, man. Got to see 30 Seconds to Mars there, and Billy Joel, the next night or next day. But there's different cons, but that's the biggest thing for me is you don't hear, like when people, this is what people tell me, oh, I couldn't hear the vocals. And then this person was in 103 section. Another person's in 103 section. He was like, I heard it perfectly.
Wow.
From someone being on a floor versus someone being back there in 100 section.
Yeah.
Off the floor, they could hear the vocals.
So, like in Vegas, I sat where you sat, right?
Yeah.
So we got the high fives. We got all that, but their backs were to us, the majority.
Yep.
Yep.
The only time they would see us is when they were scheduled to look that way and stuff,
Yeah. Yeah. You're right, dude.
It's so staged, man. Like, so I remember funny thing is, I remember when I first started looking into Vegas, and people wrote out, like, there was these chicks online who wrote out, all right, at Show Me the Meaning of Being Lonely, at Guilty Roads to an Endless Love, Brian will turn to section 2 or section B. He'll look exactly at the first or second person on the right side. Like, people were going into details because, like, they're all stationed to be at places. It's staged. It's written
their marks.
That way.
It's their marks. Yeah.
And people were just like in full details, and I didn't care about none of that. I just raced to the catwalk and got there.
Same, dude. I sprinted, bro. I did that, and in Omaha, I sprinted down to our seats too. Question for you: You sat in the pit, right? You're the circle, correct?
Yeah,
for one of them.
Yeah, sure did.
I heard that there was like fights at one of the shows or a couple of the shows that there was like grabbing and pulling and fights and yelling and screaming. Is that true?
Nope, not in Lafayette. No? The circle wasn't even full. It was so empty. Yeah, man. Like, dude, everybody was cool with each other. We had plenty of room to dance around. Everybody was real cool with each other. There was probably, like, I'm going to say less than 30 people. Like it was not full in Lafayette, but Lafayette, no one goes to Lafayette to listen to music. You know,
Gotcha.
the only people who go to Lafayette are usually like Luke Combs or whatever his name is, and country singers. There's usually Backstreet Boys and stuff. That's not where they usually go. Well, they usually do, but most singers and artists do not book at that Cajun Dome because they're very greedy about money at the Cajun Dome.
Gotcha.
They're like on the blacklist of like listings.
So does everybody think that the DNA set list will remain the same, Caleb? Do you think the DNA set list will remain the same?
I would kind of hope so in a way because it was just so complete. Like it was just perfect in every way. But I do hope less talking, more singing. I know they need to take a break, but like put in a world like this, instead of that
I know where you're going.
strip show, put in a world like this, and let's just call it a day. Like
call
great.
it a day. Call it.
I think they have 33 songs. I think maybe 31, but it's an uneven number. So just make it even by adding a song.
Last question I got for you. Dream opener for BSB. Who do you got, buddy?
Oh man, it's a weird thing, man, because there's so many, but I know they want to give all these unknown artists a chance. That's how a lot of these people got discovered. But like, I don't mind that, but I would love if they had someone who wrote like some of their songs, like Richard Marx.
Yeah.
Like maybe Ozzy Osbourne. No, I'm just kidding. No. Yeah, like Richard Marx, or even I don't know. Jesse McCartney does a great show.
I was thinking that, dude. I was just thinking Jesse McCartney.
I think Jesse opened for him like years ago, maybe. But look, we saw Jesse McCartney at the House of Blues. It was an incredible show. He's an incredible artist. He knows what he's doing in the industry to keep producing music all these years later. He just produced one called Friends, I think. And it was such a great song. It was incredible, a great song. And but he's somebody who, like, every time Spotify says, Jesse's released a song, I'm like, okay, I'm listening to it.
Yeah, he's got such a good voice, dude.
Yeah, man. Or get together, in sync, and
that'd be cool.
Look, NSYNC will never open a show, but they can easily do what new NKOTBSB did.
Yeah.
A lot of people say they don't have a lot of hits or a lot of songs, but I'm sure they got a lot. I mean, New Kids does, almost 40 songs per set.
Wow.
I mean, I think the last one they did was like 30. I think they did 31, and they still had like 4 other acts who were doing songs.
Jeez, man.
2.5 hours guaranteed every night of just New Kids, plus, an hour and a half of everybody else.
Shawn Mendes was a writer on Chances. That'd be a cool opener.
Shawn Mendes is a phenomenal writer, great singer. Him and Charlie Puth.
Yeah, dude.
Them two together.
That'd be awesome. That'd be really cool.
I mean, it would be incredible. I feel like Charlie is becoming more of a writer than he is of a performer, and that's okay.
I like it.
Like when he did Fast and Furious song, See You Again.
I love that.
That was incredible, man. I've listened to a lot of interviews of his, like, there's a video out there where he shows, how he made it and stuff, and he talks about, they wanted it something to be like a tribute, and he was like, well, how about this? Dun, dun. And they were like, perfect.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
like
I love it, dude.
he's a master, man.
Yeah, and he's got a good voice. They could recreate their drop the mic battle or whatever. That'd be cool.
Yeah, man. It would be incredible, man. But we have a lot. Hey, baby. I don't. We have a lot happening. You know, even with the show, man. We don't really want to. I mean, we do, but we don't. We don't want to tell people, you know, who's coming and things like that. But we have some big people who are booked. Yeah, I mean, it's just great.
If we had the promo video from him or her, we would drop it in right now. But
yeah, we don't have Britney's yet.
Yeah, we're gonna blow the doors off, man. It's gonna be so sweet. Stay tuned, man. Everybody, these next couple weeks are gonna be huge, and it's gonna be so phenomenal, man.
Yeah, we do have we have someone coming next week. Yep. And then yeah, man, we have I mean, we're gonna do some shows like this with you guys too, but like, you know, we are going to release celebrity shows as they come, or you know, whenever we decide it's best or whatever. But yeah, you guys you know, we had, you know, Johnny Tsunami on here. You know, we had Brandon Baker from Johnny Tsunami, and then we had you know, Mr. Yoji, you know, who plays Chosen from Karate Kid 2, show up and say, you know, who he played as Johnny Tsunami's dad, and he showed up in the beginning and kind of just stole the interview because we were just like in awe.
That was awesome.
You know, we have a lot of surprises for you guys, and you know, we're not going away with the show or anything like that. We just, you know, with me in a predicament I'm in at the moment, you know, I'm very thankful that we do have episodes, even with celebrities, that we can release to the public, and we just ask you guys keep supporting, because you know, these individuals and these publicists and managers, they see this show. I'm sure some of them are watching tonight. Shout out to you guys, hit us up. But they see this show, they're loving what we're doing, just, you know, and they're loving the interviews that we've done. You know, just because we don't, you know, we do ask some of those questions, but we don't ask those same 10 questions. And
right.
You know, we invite anybody and everybody, literally, you know, on the show to come tell their story, you know, and I'm so adamant on that because, you know, there's so many people. Like, I was talking to someone the other night, and you know, this guy is pretty popular, and I had kind of told him about the show, and you know, said, you know, you don't really have a platform to get your story told, and we're that platform. You know, that's who we are. Like, come in, tell us your story, tell us about yourself, and not what you tell in interviews, but tell us, you know, tell us the real you, show us the real you, you know. So yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. I'm excited.
I think that's what was so awesome about the Brandon Baker interview and the William Hung episode was these were questions and answers that you hadn't heard before. It was amazing. Brandon Baker was great, dude. It was so good.
Yeah, because Brandon, like you said, he doesn't do shows or interviews, and I think he's done one maybe or something like that. But like you said, like, you guys are like the coolest.
He said, it was so awesome, dude.
You know, he said, like, he felt like he was we were in a treehouse together, or a campfire even, just talking, hanging out. It just felt like a hangout session more than a boring interview.
Yeah,
you know, and we try to make it fun, man. You know, we try to make it interesting. We you know, I think we did a great one with not even telling anybody about you know, Mr. Yoji coming on, and in the beginning, I thought, you know, I've heard from some locals that was like, that's Chosen. And I was like, yeah, it is. And, brought back the feels, man, because I just watched the movie, the day before again for the 5,000th time, but it just brought back the feel seeing them in the same room together, and hi son.
That was so cool, dude. That was so cool. These next drops are gonna be pretty insane, dude. They're gonna be pretty insane.
Yeah, man. We just need we need to just get everybody just to come on and show some love, and we also need you guys to submit questions too, because we haven't really been asking questions because we haven't been getting any, but also of course a lot of times we just if we have someone big, the chat is just doing this. We can't read anything. And it's been like that a few times, which is really, really cool. Because it kind of shows people like we do have an audience, and even tonight I see the chat is just blowing up, and I absolutely miss you guys too. We do have some great news coming. And we promise you it's worth the wait. And as soon as we get an individual, we'll probably announce it early. But it's happening in a few weeks.
Yep. So that's in July. We got a pretty awesome episode planned for you guys for next week. We'll figure out if we're going to do that live or pre-record and just release the next day. We'll talk to the artist that's coming on and see what they want to do.
Yep. Oh man, this artist he's got a story.
I can't wait.
I don't even know much about him, but I can just see it. Like he's gonna just have a story, man. And
it's gonna be awesome.
Man, I'm actually excited. It's only a few days away.
I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome, man. It's gonna be great. And we'll be back to doing some shows that in between and everything else. But this is always great to just come back and hang out and everything. And we do have some weeks where we'll be doing this. Like I said, it's not going to be celebrity after celebrity. We try not to, but when we do have people and they say, "Hey, I can only come on this day or this date," we work with that. We say, "Okay." And we are happy to accommodate to their needs because they are the guests of the show, and it's important to kind of be open with them. And it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm looking forward to it. I appreciate everybody being here tonight, man. We love you guys. Thanks for helping us with the chats. Amber says she always misses your live chats because you guys do them on Saturdays when I'm busy. I feel like we do them a lot on Fridays.
They're mostly on Friday.
Yeah, freaking Frack Friday.
They're mostly on Friday. Yeah. But Amber, so glad you're here, sweetheart.
Yeah, man,
you're really, really awesome. It's great to see you. I know I see Amber commenting all the time about what she likes and doesn't like with the topics we talk about on comments. We'll say like who liked Hey Arnold, and I always like what she says when it comes down to stuff like that. And,
yeah, man, she's really engaging. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, she knows a lot about the 90s, and she also knows about a lot of different shows, and I'm just like, oh man, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's my favorite part about the page, dude, is talking about the 90s, 2000s, and even the 80s. I love visiting with people that have lived through it and talking with you. It's my favorite part. So
definitely, man. And I mean, we're always going to be about the 90s and the early 2000s. I mean, I say early 2000s, but it's really 2000s.
Yeah.
But I think we'll always be about that. We'll always be Backstreet Boys. We'll always be a Backstreet Boys, huge, the biggest Backstreet Boys podcast, whatever. But, we've done this thing, and we haven't even expanded because we were always the 90s and 2000s, but like we've just been given opportunities to kind of, start talking about, this and that. And it's just great, man. It's great. There's never anything, yeah, man, because there's nothing really ever like run out of things to talk about.
Yeah.
You know?
Agreed. All right, buddy. Get some rest, man. Rest up so we can go do these things, go do these shows. Appreciate you hopping on with us, everybody. You guys are great. Caleb, you're a trooper, dude, by far. Big
thank
champ,
you, man.
dude.
I appreciate it, man. Hey, do you see how like I line up with my face?
yes, I do.
Okay. But yeah, thank y'all so much for coming. So cool to see like new faces and old friends and new friends. We love you. My name is Caleb, and my co-host, my captain is Matt.
Yes,
and we do this all the time. Every week, we're interacting with you guys on the show and through comments, through topics, 3 or 4, 5, 7, 8 different posts a day. But stay tuned. There's so much more to the show, and we appreciate everyone being here.
This has been episode 45 of the freaking Frack Show. It's a podcast for the fans, by the fans. Peace.
Yo, it's the freaking Frack Show, a podcast for the fans, by the fans.
This is the freaking Frack Show, a podcast for the fans, by the fans.
Freaking Frack Show, a podcast for the fans, by the fans.
All right, guys, you're watching the freaking Frack Show podcast for the
For the fans, by the fans.
Love you.